Hi everybody, it's Caroline. I'm going to work on these two receipts here and just do a quick little DIY. And to show you how I make my little receipt graffiti rolls. I can't even think of what they're called. Wild honey. A little overlapping. Put that on there, that'll be fun. Numbers are great to have, fun to play with. This was from a magazine and it was an advertisement for umbrellas, and now I just sliced it down the middle to add some color, and I like to use the magazine images for that. Of course they will be cut. It's like a tiny masterboard that I've called graffiti rolls, because by the time I'm finished with them, it just looks like graffiti. You're just using all kinds of things. So I've been accumulating the receipts and you know, saving them, because now that I know that I like to do this with the receipts, I have been saving. And these little collages, these little master boards of sorts here can always be added to in our project. You see, here's one that I've done too. I have a little bit of lift here, so while I have it out, I've already used it in a project. I have some stamps on here, like postage stamps. I like that one. I'll have to add that to the roll. And so here I have I had a tiny scrap of some handmade paper there. Now I'm going to use some of the I was going to use the Distress Oxide, but I think what I'll do instead is use one of my I'll use this one here, the marker, just a Crayola marker. I'm going to make a blob on the side here, and I'm going to give it a splash of water. I don't know what you call this, swiping? Let's call it ink swiping. Ink blotting. Yeah. You can still see the name of the receipt, which is fun, which is blue. I really like that. Use my finger just to sop up the rest. Okay, now we can do something else on there still. Not done. I have two more little tools out. my black dauber, and I was trying to use this screening. It worked a little bit, but not the way I wanted it to, so I think I'll just go ahead and give it some black marks, covering up a lot of the things, but that's okay, and I can spin it around to give it a swirly look. And the other thing I was testing was this sponge with the frayed burlap, because that's what I have on the end of the sponge, so I didn't want to change out the color. And I can do it here. Oh, that's cool. Not sure if you can see that. It does look like a big graffiti mess, and I love it. Yeah, that's fun. Fun micro stencil. Gotta really press hard, but that is fun. Oh, it's all over my hands. Okay, that's fun. If I bring it up close, you can see the dots from the screen, little different colors from the ink. So I'll let that dry. We have that. That turned out to be a different color, which I like. It doesn't work. The nozzle doesn't work. So what I do is I let it drop down. I still hold the nozzle, but I push it out this way, give it a blast. Oh yeah. You just sort of work with what you have. Ooh, that was a big blob. There's always some tools that malfunction. And all this, the colors sort of, I don't know, it just works because it's graffiti and it's fun. And there it is. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of pattern, some stamping. And when it's dry, I'm going to put it on the roll. Be adventurous, be safe, and stay fresh, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.